What's up, Foundation? What's up, Foundation? What's up, Foundation? Man, it's me, your big partner, Tony. Man, God been working on me, man, since I was born. And don't forget, man. I represent Jesus Christ.
What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, Tony. Man, I'm back again. We going back into the prison, yeah. On this one right here, talk about count time. Count time. You know, regular 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, count. One of the most important things in prison is count time. Security. Count time and security are hand in hand. When they come to count in the prison, every prison in that state has to send their count. Whatever their count is in that prison, every prison in that state, once they take their count, they have to send their count to whatever the capital is of that state. Whether it's 300-400 miles away, wherever it is, they have to send their number of the people that they've counted in that prison all the way to where the main place is that tallies up the count. And they keep a tally of how many inmates are incarcerated in that whole state. So when you got a state like California with as many prisons as it has, they tallying up and counting a lot of people. The police don't play about count time. Now, if you want to get in trouble, mess that count up. That's all you got to do. Mess that count up. If you want to get in trouble, you mess that count up. Because now you're messing with the security of that prison. See, now, the prison gonna make the count. They gonna call the county in to wherever they count into, wherever the capital is in that state. They gonna tally it up. Boom. The count is not gonna be right if something is messed up. If somebody's been miscounted, it's gonna be messed up. They gonna call back to that prison and tell them the count ain't right. So anyway, most prisons, what they do, the counts are at 6 a.m., 2 p.m. They got another count at 6 p.m. Then they got another count at 10 p.m. Then I think they count again at 2 in the morning. They got to have all those counts. Now, whatever the count is, it has to be that number. If it was earlier, say like they might have to make a medical run. And if they made a medical run, that means that this person is not in the prison. So instead of 3,000 people, they got 2,999. But they're going to have it documented that they had a medical run. Somebody is in the free world at the hospital. They will be counted there. You would think that it's hard, but them police got it down to a science. They're going to get that count right. If you want to get in trouble, mess that count up. I've seen some dudes get drug out their skin for messing the count up. For one thing, the police hate count time. They don't want to count. They hate the recount. Now what they'll do, they're going to come in. They're going to tell you, count time, catch a cell. If you're not in the cell, if you're on a bunk, they'll tell you, catch your rack. Get on your bed, get in your cell. They'll give you time to get up and everybody go where they want to go. Now, if you want to get in trouble, be messing around and they told you to go ahead and get on your bunk or getting your cell in this count time. You can get your head swole up about that one because they're not going to play with you, y'all. They're not going to play with you. So now here it is. You done got in a cell and they count. They going to come through. It's called a staggered count. One police is going to come through and count, and another police is going to come through right behind him, right on his heels. They might be right there. They pass by your cell, 1, 2. As soon as they go, another police is coming through, 1, 2, 3, 4. Another police, 3, 4. So on and so forth. You mess that count up, partner, and they can pinpoint that you the one that messed it up. Ain't no telling how it's gonna go for you. Because they don't want to do it. Because they going to do their count. Once they do their count, each block is going to call up to the shift office and tell them, okay, we got 80 people in the block. Okay, the next block, we got 120 people in the block. And once they call all their numbers in to the main shift office in the prison, they going to tally it up. Ram. And they going to send it to wherever they need to send it to in another spot in the state. Now, you might have people in the kitchen because they're going to tally up the kitchen workers. They're going to tally up the chapel workers, people that's out in the chapel, wherever you may be at, visiting y'all, wherever you at. They gonna call it in. If you working down in the school area, the school police gonna come through and tally it up. You messed that count up, partner, and they can pinpoint you the one that messed it up. Not only are you taking a chance on being sent to lockup, man, pack your stuff up, man. You're going to be called all type of stupid MFs and whatever else. Man, pack your stuff, especially if they're in a bad mood. Now, sometimes they'll let it, hey, man, you messed the count up, man, and they'll just go ahead on about their business. But now, if they in a bad mood, man, pack your stuff. But now it don't stop there. It get worse than that, because I'm going to tell you what happened to me one time. Messing the count up like I was tough. They're going to beat your behind, man. Now, you got a lot of dudes in there, and it be most of the youngsters. And them youngsters, boy, are off the chain. They going to mess the count up because they out of pocket. They going to be what you call out of pocket. They going to be where they not supposed to be. Depending on what state you live in, and depending on what level of prison that you in, the security get real lax. Dudes running every which way, doing all type of stuff. Now, this is not a problem that you're going to have a lot in a California prison because of the way they prisons are run. Very, very tight. Very, very locked down. You ain't going nowhere anyway. Period. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even get no day room times a lot of times, depending on what level prison you're in. And then, back during my time, wasn't no day room time and all that. Getting that cell, But anyway, you got dudes that like to go out of pocket. They done snuck out they block and went to a whole nother block because the big poker game is going on down there. They had a gang meeting. Half of them might be chasing behind the or whatever they out of pocket for. You know what I'm saying? To go do whatever. They trying to, the pack done came in. They down there trying to get they share of the pack. Or whatever they trying to get. Phones done came in. They down there because they want to buy a phone. And don't care nothing about the count. Man, I got to get this phone, man. For old boy sell them all, So now, you might have an empty cell or a cell with only one person in it. So what they gonna do? Count time. They done already peeped and scoped. Hey man, you got one person in your cell? Yeah. Hey man, I'm gonna count with you. All right, cool. Now dudes gonna run when the police come in. Count time, catch a cell. They gonna run getting that cell. Hopefully you ain't got to go through a process of it's too many people down there, and now both of y'all trying to run getting this cell, and it's not a 3-man cell, y'all. It's a 2-man cell. Now you got to go through that. How y'all gonna handle that? I don't know. There's many different ways I've seen it get handled. But anyway, so now here it is. They count. Believe it or not, sometimes they know if this block is supposed to have 70 people in it and they got 72, sometimes they gonna come back and they're gonna like, hey man, we got 2 people there out of pocket, man. Come on up front. Come on. Come on. They know you're out of pocket. Then sometimes the police will let the count go through. They know you out of pocket. They know you ain't supposed to be here. But now, if it's supposed to be 3,000 people in the prison, and no matter where you may have been at the time, if the count fully comes out to 3,000 people in this prison, they'll go ahead and send the count in. They'll send it in. But best believe you me, you ain't doing nothing slick. Ain't nothing slick to a can of oil. They know you in there. They not know who you are, but they know you in here. They know you out of pocket. Then like when I was in Alabama prison, some dudes go up and just let the police know, hey man, you know I'm down here, man. They be like, all right, ain't tripping. All right, we know you, okay. The cube officer know who the 2 people that are out of pocket are. Ain't tripping, you know. But every now and then you gonna get them butthole police that's not having it. Especially if the shift commander is not having it. And he find out that the count is off in one of them blocks. He gonna make them police go back and count. Police gonna count again. Instead of 70 or 72, they gonna tell you, hey man, we got 2 people out of pocket, man. Come on up front, man. Come on up front. You got a lot of dudes want to be slick or want to be, you know what I'm saying, man, I ain't going up because now they scared they gonna get rolled up. They don't want that disciplinary in their jacket because they gonna mess with their parole. So they don't go. They don't go. At the end of the day, the police gonna find out who you are because they gonna do what's called a bed roster count. A bed roster. Now, when they do that bed roster count, and when they find you, oh, partner, you can get ready because they hot now. You making them work for them. You making them work for them little $19, $20 that they get. You making them work, and they don't want to work. Correctional officers are the laziest people on the planet. Now they got to come back with that bed roster, and they're going to go from cell to cell with the bed roster that says who's assigned to this cell. And when you hide in 9 cell, when they get to 9 cell, it's only supposed to be 1 person in 9 cell. They going, hey man, what's your name? Okay, this the name on that bed roster. Hey man, you out of, hey, come on up out of here, man. You finna get your behind beat. And this what happened to me one time. I'm out of pocket, because I'm running behind a poker game. Yeah, I'm running behind a poker game. And the police did the bed roster. They counted twice. Now they gonna count twice before they come back with this bed roster. Woo, they hot now. Boy, when I tell you they hot, because they done already asked, hey man, who's not supposed to be in here need to come on out now. And you still don't come out? They're gonna put some hot sauce on your head because they're gonna whoop it like some meat. And that happened to me one time. I didn't want to come out. It happened to me more than once. I'm just telling you about one time. I didn't want to come out, man. And the police came and they did the bed roster. Now, what they got a habit of doing, what they want to do, they want to cuff you up. Because if they want to, they can take you to jail. They can take you to lockup. Cuff you up. But now they so mad about it, they gonna wait till they get you them cuffs, then want to go upside your head, slap you, push you, might pop you in the head with that billy club, all that. Whew. Now, it's going to vary depending on who the inmate is. Because now, I ain't going to lie now, you got some inmates in there that ain't playing the radio. I use the term inmate because it covers everybody. You got some people, I ain't no inmate, I'm a convict. And I don't hear that mess. The real convicts played out in the early 90s. But anyway, they know the ones who ain't gonna play. Now, me, for instance, I was one of the ones that didn't play. I would tell the police all the time, man, if you put your hands on me while I'm in these cuffs, I don't care if it's a week from now, I don't care if it's a month from now, 2, 6 months, whenever. When I see you again, I'm going to tear you out the frame. point blank. I'm going to get you. I'm letting you know I'm going to get you. And then if you do it to me while I'm in lockup and I can't get you, I'm going to get whatever police I run across. The first police I get to. You know what I'm saying? Because I stayed fighting them in lockup. And I was like, okay, y'all mace me, cuff me up, beat me, which they've done several times. And I can't get the one I want. I'm going to get the first one I get a chance to get. Because they going to slip. They going to slip. They going to rack the doors and, you've been kicking back for some months. They going to rack the door and let you walk to the shower and lock up by yourself. But one of them police might be in there doing pill call. One of them police might be in there doing whatever they doing, serving a disciplinary. A police who ain't had nothing to do with none of that. He just in there way on the other tier serving a disciplinary through the door to somebody else. And the police done racked this gate and let me out to go to the shower because they too lazy to come in and put the cuffs on me. When they do, whoever that police is in there minding his business, doing whatever job he's supposed to do, a police I've probably never seen before, he can get ready, partner. He can get ready because I'm finna check his temperature. He finna pay for what a police probably don't even work in a prison no more did. Because I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. That was my mindset. And when I go to get him, I'm going to get him for old and new. Because I already know what they finna do to me. And that was my mentality, y'all. That was my mentality. And I stayed messing up like that. And the police knew, man, if y'all, man, we gonna whoop Tune or we gonna do with this and that with Tune, we better go ahead and get it good for good. And it made it even worse with me because of my gang ties. Because if you violated me hard enough and I felt enough about it, oh man, I was gonna mobilize the gang. Hey man, this is what we finna do, y'all. Get him. Do this, get that. Do however it had to go, So they was real particular about fooling with me like that. And a lot of times when they would really, really whoop me real good, they'd go ahead and just transfer me. Transfer me, send me to another prison. Because they like, man, we ain't got time to put up with this fool. He a nut. We ain't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? And they were smart to do that. And, they got a hold to me one time for messing the count up behind a poker game, y'all. Yeah, I messed the count up. I messed it up. I was fiending. Couldn't let the poker game go. Didn't leave because a lot of times the police, if they know they got a bunch of people out of pocket, they be cool about it sometimes. Not speaking on like Alabama prison. They be cool about it a lot of times. They get on the loudspeaker and they're like, hey man, look, come on to the door now. If you out of pocket, man, I'm finna have, this your last chance to go and get out and go on back to where your assigned living area. Go on, come on up. And a lot of times the dudes are like, they'll get up, they'll go. They like, man, let me go and get up out of here, man. I'm get with you tomorrow, whatever. They're going, get on out of there, man. They know what's happening. Police don't want the problems. They just want it to run smooth. But you gonna always have a hard-head fool that don't want to leave. And that was me one time. Well, a bunch of times, but the one time I'm talking about, I was winning in the poker game. And like I told y'all before, man, I'm always losing. But I was winning this day. Man, I was not finna leave. I was up like 300. Woo, I'm trying to get it all for old and new. And mess them folks count up. And the police dealt with me accordingly. Now I can sit here and go through the whole scenario on what they said, how they said it, what they did, and all, you know what I'm saying, and how I did and all this and that. But I'm cutting this video show. I hate to make them run too long. But I ran afoul of the police. And then it was some police that was sick of my mess because I thought I was tough. And I thought I was tough. And they said, well, we're going to show you that you ain't tough. We're going to show you don't run nothing in this prison cartoon. You don't run it. I've been transferred to so many different prisons as soon as I got there that I had to go to the shift office. And first thing, let me tell you something, cartoon. We heard about you. You let you know now, you don't run nothing here, man. You coming in with that gang stuff, you ain't running nothing. I'll be looking at them. Yeah, all right, okay. Okay. Can't wait to, get out around my people so I can start sowing seeds of destruction. You know what I'm saying? I was stupid. And like I said, this day, there was some police that didn't want to put up with my shenanigans. I'd have messed their count up. So they figured they was going to deal with me in a harsh manner. Hey, whatever you felt your prison could stand, have at it. And they had at it, Make a long story short, they dealt with me. It hurted, but eventually healed up. I'm telling this story to tell you youngsters that's on your way. Because see, sometimes I ain't going to sit there and say, no, don't do you. I'm trying to stop you. I can say that all day long. But it's some of y'all that's on your way, regardless of what I say, regardless of what I do, regardless of whatever story I tell y'all. It's some of y'all on y'all way. Y'all listen to me. You got to go in there and find out for yourself. And I can understand it. I can understand it. Because see, God got to break some of y'all. God, some of y'all, God got to let y'all go on up in there and learn the hard way before y'all turn to him. See, sometimes you got to be put in a position. I think it's Ephesians when it tells you when you flat on your back at the bottom of the barrel, when you open your eyes, you look into the hills from which your help comes from. And see, God sits high, but he looks low, but he sits high. So if he's way up there, and when you open your eyes, everything that went wrong, you toe out the frame, you ain't got nothing else. You on your last leg, and you on your back at the bottom of that barrel. When you open your eyes, you looking straight up. And if a person is up there, you're going to see their heels first before you see the rest of them. That's why God tell you, look to the hills. Not Hills, but Heels. The heels of my feet. Look to the hills from which your help comes from. And some of y'all gonna have to be put in a position. When God calls you and you hard-headed and won't listen, I'm letting you know now, he'll start removing stuff from your life. Now, I'm not gonna sit there and say what it is, because believe it or not, it could be mama, daddy, sister, brother, kids, girlfriends, friends, whatever. Start removing stuff from your life, man. Till you get to the realization, man, I ain't got nobody else to turn to but God. So, that's why I just told y'all that story. Because like I say, some of y'all on y'all way. So I can't do nothing but try to hip you before they ship you. But now some of y'all going to be shipped, so I might as well hip you so you know how to handle yourself accordingly. Man. Anyway, tell the people you love them. And don't never forget, homie, I represent Jesus Christ. I'm out. Peace.